it all right? So much already has been said about SahajaYoga. As I have told you before, for new people, I would like to say that Saha means with, Ja means born. It is born with you. It is with you. The germinating power which is going to connect you with the divine is born with you. As you have a nose, eyes and face in this body, in the same way this germinating power is within you, has been there for ages. In all your seekings, it has been with you, and now the time has come, the blossom time has come, you can say, that people have to receive their connection with the divine, otherwise divine will lose its own meaning. Unless and until you have your own meaning, unless and until you have your own fulfillment, your Creator who has created you is not going to get his own fulfillment. That's why this grace, this special gift to the modern people, that you can really get your self-realization. But as Regis has pointed out very rightly, that we have all the instruments very nicely placed within us. But since we are born, we are attracted all the time by people who come forward with theories that they can introduce you to divine. Or sometimes you feel that you can find it out. Sometimes we waste our time in very shallow life, all the time destroying ourselves or destroying others. All these things have a bearing on your instrument, which is a fact. So when you come to SahajaYoga, I would request you to understand that there is no shop on here. It is for your betterment. It is your right also to achieve it and to get it. You are made human being from amoeba for this only. But this right comes to you because you deserve it. If you are not of that caliber, you cannot get it. You have to have that caliber to get it. Those people who come here, I know, they do not get realization. And then they start saying, "Oh mother, we never got realization," as if they are very proud of it. There's nothing to be proud if you do not get your realization. One has to be serious about it and should get your realization now and here. If your caliber is very low, what can one do about it? What can one talk about? I mean, in these days, when people are so ego-oriented, no one wants to listen about it. Unless and until you are hypnotized in your freedom, you do not know how to be humble sometimes. If you could be humble, if you could know one thing, that so far you have not got it and you have to get it, because that is what you are seeking, that is your own right to have it, that you are created for this, that you have been seeking for ages now, and you have been misled, have been misused, hoodwinked, and you have been carrying on for days together, for years together, with all kinds of tomfooleries. But when you come to SahajaYoga, you want everything like that. That's a sign that you are free. That's a sign that you are free also to argue. It's a very good sign. I feel happy about it. But sometimes freedom can be abandonment. Freedom which does not have the background of wisdom has no meaning at all. Use your wisdom. This is not a place where you can pay for. No. You are going to cash your seeking. If you are genuine seekers, all right, even if you have had problems, even if it was a mistake, one would go all the way to see that you get it, and you will get it. But are you really seeking is the point. I've seen people come here just sitting down because they belong to a particular group or something, just to come and see what we call in Hindi tamasha. It's just a show they want to come and see. Is this the way are you going to waste your life? You have to evaluate yourself. You must know that you are seekers of the true nature, and you are not bound to anyone because you have paid, because you are carrying somebody's symbols on your head. You have to be yourself. If you pay respect to yourself, I am all with you. But if you have no respect for yourself, if you do not evaluate yourself, and you want to waste your time with nonsensical things, what am I to do? You just tell me. What would you do in my place? I have limitless patience for you and love. Lots of love for you. I have told you that I am going to work it out for you, and work it out and work it out. I am not going to be tired of that. But you must little bit cooperate, because you have to gain something, not me. First thing you must understand that you cannot hold me. I am a very difficult person. In a way that you can only hold me through your sincerity. I know everyone who is insincere, out and out. You will yourself pay for it. So be sincere to yourself. Is it difficult to be sincere to yourself? Be just sincere to yourself. Do not be conditioned by things which have not given you anything so far. Be sincere to yourself. Respect yourself. Evaluate yourself that you are definitely something of a higher level that you are here today. You could have been in a farm. So, you must get for which you have come. There is no difficulty at all in getting that. On the contrary, on the first day, most of those who have got realization here will tell you, have got the realization with such a tremendous experience, but have also lost it. Because when the Kundalini, which is in the triangular bone, dormant lying, when she knows that there is somebody who can give you realization, who has authority to give you a realization, she rises. You can see with your naked eyes. We can show you the other day we had taken a picture of a person whose Kundalini was pulsating. It was interesting to see how clearly, even in the film it was showing. You can see with your naked eyes. This is what should happen to you, is the rising of the Kundalini. The other day, I was amazed that somebody told me that in the SahajaYoga Shastra, it is written in the 3rd chapter that you must put your attention to the Desha. Now, what is the English translation they have taken for Desha? What is Desha? Is the country, is the nation. What translation they have taken is a territory. Now, this is something absurd. Because supposing you have to pay attention, say, to your heart center is governed by the deity of primordial mother, Jagadamba. She governs it. She is the queen of that place. She is the one who does everything. When you have to do the correction of this area, you have to go to the Queen. Ask her permission. Let her know your difficulty and she will correct you. While they are saying that, let us say, bronchial tube, this is just a territory. Now supposing we are in this area sitting down, alright? Now this is the territory of this place. We have to do something here. Can we do it? Are we supposed to do it? No. We'll have to go to the authority. Ask the gentleman, he'll put his own people or his own artist or his own architects or whatever is the job is, and correct it by his own authority. Can we correct anything here if we want to? But these small things also, you have not been able to see so clearly it is. That by calling some name of, say, Caxton Hall, Caxton Hall, Caxton Hall, do you reach there? All the science of God is going to be exposed before you. Completely. You are going to know the complete science of divine laws. They are very different from the ordinary laws we know. But first enter into the kingdom of God. That's why I say first get your self-realization. Some people, of course, in the former days, cleansed all these chakras one by one, but they were all realized souls. I don't find any one of these people being realized souls. First important thing, a realized soul never takes any money from him. It's beyond his dignity to live on the money of other people. Secondly, he doesn't show off his powers, but he gives you powers. Thirdly, he never keeps anything as a secret. Is it a mafia going on that we should keep secrets? When we are talking of collective consciousness, when we are talking of the consciousness of the whole, how can you keep it a secret? Every one of you have to know what's wrong with others, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with the whole. Otherwise, what's the use of such secretive people? Imagine in this whole body of ours, if one cell becomes secret, it does not communicate what it has got, and another becomes secret. You may develop gangrene, or you may develop horrible diseases like cancer and something like that. A person who is a realized soul is an open slate. Anybody can see such a person. It's an open slate. Absolutely an open slate, and you cannot by any chance purchase such a person or dictate such a person. He lives in his own world. And once you get your powers, you become the same. In SahajaYoga, when the Kundalini rises, I mean by no other means it rises, only through SahajaYoga it rises. When it rises and opens the Sahasrara here, then you become one with that all-pervading divine power. You become is an actualization, is not a lecture or anything like that. Is no impression on you, no cinema, nothing. Is a thing that happens to you, by which you start feeling on your fingers the different chakras and the different happenings in other people. Now the trouble with us is like this. We have had many fake people, many scriptures, many books. Some say the Christianity disillusioned them, some say Hinduism has disillusioned them, they are all disillusioned. So they think everything is an illusion. Now one should know that if there is a copy, there has to be something, the absolute. Every copy must have an absolute, other how do you get the copy? But But you can make out a copy. Say in these days Constable was copied by somebody very well. All right, he sold also. But they found it out that it was not Constable. Then the reality that is expressed and manifested through a realized soul, can anyone copy it? You can find him out in no time, just like that, if you are little bit intelligent and alert. That's the second point. Not that you are not intelligent. You are all very smart. There's somebody who can outsmart you. And that outsmartness comes in confidence in your own smartness. The person who has outsmarted you is the one who has copied. And this copy can be found out only if you are a connoisseur. Now, how do you become a connoisseur? Not by surrendering to every person, no. But by getting the degree as described in all the scriptures. Now, what is the degree described in all the scriptures? Is that you must get your second birth. You must get your self-realization. Did any one of them say that to you, except for me? That you are here to get your second birth. You are to be born again. While they will tell you, yes, but it is very difficult. You will have to pay for your karmas. You will have to do this. It's not an easy thing. You go on for 15 years. I don't say that. But what do you have to give me? It's difficult. This is your sincerity. When you pay money, you become sincere about it. There's something absurd about human beings I really don't understand. Actually, when I pay money, I should become a little bit confused about it. But people become really sincere when they pay money. You see, you go to see a cinema, all right? You pay money for it. And it's a horrid one. You cannot enjoy it anymore. I mean, it's terrible. Still you had said, let's go through it. After all, we have paid. So the payment of money is the fixation, I tell you, first of all. And then you think, oh, we paid it. Now we should pay a little more. Like a competition starts. And you do not see what the other person who has done 12 years, where is he? And I have done 1 year, where am I? They are all running a rat race there, reaching nowhere. Self-realization is a thing which is an actualization, should work in you. At least in some, if it has worked, it is there. How many there are people who will say that we are self-realized? Recently I had a note from one guru, because by mistake I said perhaps he touched self-realization, to come and verify from me whether he was self-realized or not. Very few people will say that I am a self-realized soul. Very few people will say that, because they know what they are facing then. Self-realization doesn't give you any horns. On the contrary, you become so humble. I've seen people who are self-realized, who are sitting down here, have given realization to so many. We have one boy, Maharaj in South Africa, today only he rang me up. He has given realization to so many people that he says, I can't believe it. He has cured people of diseases, he's done this and he's done that. He says, I can't believe it, Mother, for what have you given me all these powers? Just now somebody from Glasgow told me that he has given 10 realization to people on one day. You can see the Kundalini rising, you can see the working of it. There's actual in it. You are the scientific people. Why do you believe into some make-believes like that? That you go on for years together and ages together, killing yourself, killing your money, killing your wife, killing your children, and achieving nothing whatsoever? You have to have the knowledge of the divine. And that is only possible when you have the eyes to see. Those who cannot see, how can you describe the colors, the beauty of that love, the working of that love? So I say, I request you, that you get your realization. Be sensible children. Be nice. Be good to yourself. Get your self-realization. That's most important. And then work it out. Now for Sahajayogis who are already realized a little bit of it, I have to talk to them because I'm going to India for a month. And what I have to tell to Sahajayogis today is that they are realized, most of them have got vibrations. They are getting vibrations all right. They get caught up very much and they get involved. So detachment is to be worked out. Now detachment is a thing people don't understand what it means. They will wear some sort of a dress to show they are detached. They'll take one cot and sleep under a tree and say they are detached. You see, there also they'll have a lock to their box, you see. Or else they'll go in the Himalayas and they'll think they are detached. Detachment is a state of mind within. It's not without. It is not to cannot be expressed in clothes or in a kind of a way of life and all that. But it is a thing inside. And the best way to judge it is when you try to give realization to someone. Are you in sympathy with that person? Because say he's from the same guru you are, so are you giving realization to that person? Are you more concerned with that person because he's from the same clan from where you come or from nation where you come? This so-called sympathy, sympathy is a wonderful word, sympathy. Sim is to share and pati is the pathos. So you share the pathos. That's the best part of the sympathy is. Sympathy is not a thing, compassion. It just flows. Just flows. You don't have to sympathize with anyone. Just it flows and works. That is compassion. That comes out of detached being. It just flows. Is not bothered about what clan he comes from, what country he comes from. No association with your outside. Whether he is your brother or sister or not. Whether he is your enemy or not. You just work for that person out of compassion. Like a river flows, like the sun shines for everyone. In the same way, you become a akarmi. Means you are not attached to the karmas that you are doing. This is a very simple rule one has to follow, is not to sympathize with anyone. And then this leads to another problem. You sympathize with someone. You will get 101 every day will be just telling you and crying and telling you how miserable they are. Absolutely miserable. So, how will you correct them? By sitting with them and crying? Or just telling them, you get your realization first. All this is coming to you from your left side or from your right side. Be in the center. We'll work it out. It's a different state of mind where you reach. It's a different state of awareness where you are. Into super awareness where you see the whole thing just like a drama. Where there is not unhappiness and happiness, but only joy remains. This detached stage is an achievement which Sahajayogis should develop. It's very easy being alert about oneself when you start taking interest in others or in whatever is the thing. For example, a child, if you give him a child, now if he comes here, it will start running all over the places, touching everything, jumping over it, doing this, doing that. Finished. It might collect few candles, make some sort of a toy out of it, throw it away and go away. The child is not bothered as to what is the future of that or past of that. It just works out and finishes. It's just a play. But I cannot do it by giving you this sermon. You have to achieve it. Sahaja is experiencing and achieving. The one who achieves for himself. The one who experiences for himself. And When he does that, he does for the whole. He creates a nucleus for the whole. And the whole starts working in such a manner that you are amazed how, in a collective way, so many people start getting realization. Each one of you who are Sahajogis are capable of giving realization to 1,000 people every day. Minimum. But you don't try, you are shy, you are humble. You do not want to claim that you are a realized soul. Actually, I should ask them to put on their heads saying that I am a realized soul. What's wrong in it? But you feel shy about it. You don't talk about it. While I have seen people without any knowledge, without any authority, will have a big flag and a big ashram, and somebody will be beating the drums. Here says Falana Yogi, come along, come along, come along. And everybody will be piling up, and you go and find some horrible hypocrite sitting down there, wearing artificial moustaches and artificial beard. But for Sahajogis it is important to find out as many as possible, to give them realization, to bring them to realization. Work it out in your own way. Find out what's the matter with people, why they are like that. Sit down, discuss it. Find out why people are not coming to realization and going to false things which are of no use. Think about it. You are the best to tell me, and you are the best judge. For you, meditation is very important, because after realization you can see in your life what are your problems are, without being afraid of them. And also you know in SahajaYoga technique how to cleanse yourself, how to take out your karmas, how to cleanse yourself completely, and how to get completely rid of all your problems. Take it up seriously. Meditate. You know how to meditate. You know how to clear out. You know what are the chakras which are caught. Help others. Meditation must be done religiously and regularly. There aren't much don'ts in SahajaYoga, because SahajaYoga itself looks after many of your things. You cannot keep your old habits. It just drops, you see. You drop automatically. But you must meditate. You must learn how to meditate. And if you have any particular problem, you can ask your friends. No harm in asking, not to feel shy about it, and you all must help each other. We are all part and parcel of one being, and we have to help each other as much as possible. And if those who have known SahajaYoga for so many days and who are now quite well equipped with the knowledge of SahajaYoga, you must ask them. Take their advice, what is to be done, how to work it out, and steady down yourself. You have to steady yourself unless and until you have a proper attitude towards SahajaYoga, it won't work. If it is just a tertiary matter or secondary matter, it's not going to work. It has to be the first thing in life, and the rest of things should be secondary. Because you are evolved, all right, but your evolutionary is not yet steady, and you have not been able to give that fulfillment to your being which gives you complete satisfaction and complete joy. Unless and until you achieve that state, you are not going to be happy with yourself either. So please try to meditate and meditate. People give excuses, I can't meditate here, I cannot meditate there, I can't do. This is all wrong. This is not the way you are going to improve. It is for you to achieve. Whenever you get the chance, you try to meet these people in the ashram, see them, and try to find out places where one can work it out and one can give realization to others. All shallowness of life, all foolish hankerings and things will drop out gradually. But if you want, you can also, because now you are self-realized, you are well equipped, and that you have got special powers to do that. Now I'm going to India. I'm taking your message to your brothers and sisters in India. They are in thousands, you know that. And in the villages, they are so simple and nice and spreading like fire in India in the villages. Not in the cities, because city people are developing themselves, they are getting sophisticated. But in the villages, people are very simple, and SahajaYoga is working wonders there. In the same way, you can also find out here, many people who are of very simple nature would like to come to SahajaYoga. Through many methods you can invite them. For example, I would say this boy in South Africa, he came down here, stayed here in the ashram. He was realized long time back, but he learnt all the techniques. He went back to South Africa, and the first thing he started was to give out the photographs to people for treatment. And many people got cured gradually. And then he had some problems. He telephoned to me that this is happening, that is happening. But for such people who are in need of physical benevolence, it is better to work it out that way with some people, and then the news spreads and how gradually people come to it. But there must be some people with sound physique also who want God and who are seeking God. In SahajaYoga you will find meaning to all the religions of the world, to all the great incarnations who have come on this earth, because they came here to give you all the steps which are required for your evolution. You all should now concentrate on the chakras which are not all right within you. Concentrate on the chakras and the deities on the chakras. Wherever is the problem, you just concentrate on that and put your attention to it. With your attention, you can clear it. Take the name of the deity at that point, as you know the mantras are. You know how to coin the mantras yourself. Now you know all the shastras of mantras. So you put your mantras properly wherever is the need. Then you put the complete attention flowing dharana. Absolutely, see, till it sustains it completely, continuously. And then you go into your enlightened awareness, which is samadhi. So this is dhyan, dharana and samadhi. Enlightened awareness is first of all is thoughtless awareness. So try to keep in thoughtless awareness, and also later on into collective consciousness. These are the two stages you have already reached. Try to maintain them, clear them, and establish yourself there. This is the way it should be done. And as we call in Hindi language a baitak, you must have a baitak, means you should be able to sit on it. You should be able to do it for quite some time, but not with what you call a kind of a obstinacy about it, but out of joy. As long as you feel the joy of it, you start doing it. And you'll be amazed to see how you establish your chakras and your deities. And at the beck and call of it, just even a mention of that, if you start working like that. I want whatever I am, I should give it to you, all that I have. Because I have nothing to gain. I had all these, all years, all ages. What I want is that you should have it now. And let me see you prosper. Like the Mother Earth flowers in the blossoms and the fragrance spreads. I would like to see all of you blossom and your fragrance spreads throughout the nations and the whole of this universe, the whole of this world, the whole of these nations should be transformed into the new world of beauty, grace and bliss of God. May God bless. Every one of the SahajaYogis must get at least 10 people by the time I come back. Try. You can do it. Thank you. The master is going away. In the same way, you should also know that whatever talents you have, you must increase them. And increase them. And get more and more people for service. first episode. Those who have come for the first time, please raise your hand. For the first time, please raise your hand. Now, can you come here forward? I would like to see. Please come. Let them sit. Please, please. Give them some chairs. Yes, that's comfortable. The obstruction in the SahajaYoga comes from physical being very much. If you are not keeping good health, then first that hurdle is corrected when the Kundalini rises. The second one is from your mental being. Supposing you are a very disturbed person, also you get a problem in raising the Kundalini. There is a problem. Hello. Sit down. Now, and the third one comes from your mental attitude. Say if you are overread and some conceptions are in your head about self-realization, also it takes time. The fourth one, which is the most important, is that if you have had any spiritual drawbacks initiated by some people who want to sort of exploit the situation, then that becomes a very big hurdle too. Even if you have been interested in, say, in the spiritual sort of thing, going to the spirits and all that, that also has a very bad effect. So one should not worry even if there's a problem. It can be corrected. It has to be corrected. And it would be corrected. But, as I said, that realization is within your reach. Nothing to be frantic about. If there is any such problem, we'll correct it. For that we use a method, a technique, which all the SahajaYogis know. For example, they raise your Kundalini. I can raise also. I raise my own Kundalini, on which I raise your own Kundalini. This is called as Dhyana Yoga. Actually, SahajaYoga is the Mahayoga. It's the greatest yoga, by which, you see, you can raise the Kundalini of other person with your own hands, because the vibrations are flowing from your own hand, the divine vibrations. It can invite and it can do. It can give you a balance. If it is more on the right or left, you can give it a balance. If any centers are in problem, you can give them vibration, and the centers can be all right. You can cure the centers coming. Come. Just come. And the centers can be given more power to come together and work it out. Like cancer disease now, for example, in which the centers are separated. These two centers get separated because the cells become on their own, start extracting the energy too much, and there is no control left. Now when this happens, then it is necessary to bring both the centers together like this, from the left and the right, and put them together like that. For that, it is necessary to give vibrations first. And that's why some people will have to give vibrations for themselves. But that should not upset you. You see, it is so surprising that some people, when they are given vibrations, they don't like it. They don't like this. They are so sensitive about it. But there's nothing going to go wrong with it. See, when Muhammad Sahib taught people how to do namaz, they all used to laugh at him. What he taught was nothing but the Kundalini rising. He just taught the Kundalini rising. And by Kundalini rising, he wanted people to get realization. But they all went wrong because there was nobody self-realized to do all that job except for him or his son-in-law, his daughter or his grandsons. The rest were all good for nothing people perhaps, or maybe it declined after some time. And the whole system of namaz became just a what you call a formal stuff, and nobody knows what it is like. But they are just doing it because they are told. Nobody laughs at it now. When it was genuine, everybody laughed at it. In the same way, the technique of SahajaYoga is to be understood gradually by you. If others are giving you vibration, you shouldn't mind. Tomorrow you will be giving. You will be giving realization. You are going to do it yourself, everything that they are doing. And there's nothing to feel funny about it. Just move the Kundalini at the back, just like that. Or they might just give you a balance like this. There's nothing to feel so much upset about. There's nothing nonsensical about it. It's a technique which is written in all the scriptures. Kabira has described it. Nanaka has described it. All the other scriptures of Shankaracharya has described it. If you read Markandeya, he has described it. Nothing new about it. But because you do not know it, you are naive about it, that's why you do it. But nothing is going to harm you. That is how you cure people and you make them feel better. There's nothing to be upset about anything whatsoever. Now, we have some people here who are born realized, and they have the knowledge of Kundalini within them. They are born like that. We have one little boy here, Karim. He's a born realized. He lives in Holland. There are many children who are born realized, and they understand me much better. And they start working on Kundalini in no time. And most surprising, I find most of the SahajaYogi's children are born realized. Even those who come to my program, their children are mostly born realized. And I request people to bring their children because perhaps they are here because of their children. And they understand it very well. They know how to work it out. They know how to carry it out. I don't have to tell them anything. So one has to know there is something which is very, very genuine and real. Only thing is you do not know about it. You have not seen it, felt it. That's why you find it a little different. But it is different. It is a different thing, isn't it? After all, when you come to London, you find London is a little different from India. And here you have to use something which you do not use in India. So it's a little different, but still you have to use it if you have to live here. In the same way, when you enter into the kingdom of God, you have to know how to use your hands, how to use your feet, how to use your whole movement of your Kundalini and of it. That gradually you will learn. So nothing to be afraid of. But again and again, one has to say that it's a serious matter. You may get your realization just like that. You feel very nice, but do not give it up. Come back again, assemble together, establish yourself, and then you will know that you are fully well and how much you are capable of. May God bless you. So you put all your hands just like that. You may close your eyes. Now, just watch. If your eyes are closed without any strain or without any flickering of the eyelids, then it's all right. But if there is any flickering, please open them. If there is no flickering in the eyelids, then it is all right. You can see yourself. Now when the Kundalini rises above the Agya Chakra, which is placed where my red mark is, in the center of the brain, where the optic child mind is, then you become black. Great poise and with great understanding, you just watch yourself. Is there any thought in your mind? Just see for yourself. It is you who have to certify yourself. Now, if there is no thought, then you pay attention to the top of your head, very slowly, not in a very pushing manner, just here. Pay your attention there. We are putting off lights because there should not be much strain on your eyes. Now what happens is you start feeling cool breeze in your fingers coming towards your palm. Maybe you are feeling hot. If so, throw it away like that. If you are feeling hot, with both the hands not together but away from each other, and pressing both fingers like this. Just press them forward like that. But both the hands should be on both the, yes. Now, keep your eyes shut, because the dilatation of the pupil takes place when the Kundalini rises. who are feeling cool breeze in the hands? Please raise your hands. All of you who are feeling cool breeze in the hands. Good. Are you? Little bit? Not yet? Are you feeling? Little bit. It's starting. Just both of you are going together. What about you? Macha? No? Just put your hands in. Are you keeping alright health-wise? Better now, see? Put both your hands, feet like this, straight, on the ground. Yes. Feet on the ground, like this, separate, yes. Are you getting? Good. Are you feeling? Little bit, yeah. Are you feeling? Not yet. Alright. Don't feel it, just wait and see. It will work out. It will work out. It is going to work out. It works out. Good. Just you can feel there if they are feeling all right. You can get up and see if there. Some of you should get up. Ravi, just take it. Yes, she's got it. She's got it. She's got it. She's there, both of them. She's got it. Just try it. You got it too. Keep yourself. Keep your eyes shut. This is the greatest experience of ages now. Keep your eyes shut. Enjoy yourself. Absolutely. Enjoy yourself. What about you? Nothing. What is, you have some problem? Yeah? Yeah? Alright, that's it. We'll clear it. Got it. Very well. Very well. Repeat. But liver. Just look after her liver. I'm very sad. Is he alright though? What? Changing. What is it? No, he's all right. What? What's it? What? Put your hand on his back. To hold the breath. Just hold your breath, alright? Lift. Why don't you see each other? Will be good idea. Check each other. It's a very good idea. Check each other and just come along.